Do you get what I mean? I find it hard even talking to people, but coming on your stream makes it easier. I'm so glad. I am so glad that it's helping you. And you should never be afraid to talk to anybody. You know, there's an old analogy where they turn around and say, when you get up to give a speech, imagine everybody naked. Do you know the point behind that? Right? And the point behind it isn't the fact that they're naked, it's the fact that they're all human. And I guarantee to you now that there are people out there that are more nervous than you, but they don't show it because they've learned to not care what people think. That's the biggest thing. I'm not suggesting for 1 second that you shouldn't care about people. Of course you should care about people, and people should care about you. But should you care enough about one person or 10 people's opinion of you, right, over how you feel and over how your friends make you feel? No, you shouldn't. You absolutely shouldn't. Thank you so much for the compliment. Hey, compliment well deserved. I do, genuinely well deserved. I have a couple of things in my life that I look for in a woman. And the very first thing is eyes. I am a sucker for eyes. I also I can't stand it when people muck about with their eyes. You know, like in these films where they use them contact lenses and stuff and they change them to like shine and whatever. That freaks me the F out. Anyone want some trifle? I'd love some trifle right now. Not even joking. But yeah, eyes. Beautiful eyes, beautiful coloured eyes. I love blue eyes. I also love hazel eyes. I'm lucky because my wife has piercing hazel eyes. Beautiful. And your eyes are just a really perfect shade of blue. And I'm very lucky because I'm in a very small minority of people that actually has green eyes. Bluey green eyes, like ocean eyes. And I actually genuinely find my eyes attractive as well. As does a few other people, I guess. I'm not sure what trifle is. Okay, so a trifle is basically whipped cream, right, on top. That's the top layer. And it's usually about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. And it has hundreds of millions on top of it. Or as most people call it, hundreds and thousands. Then you have a really thick, creamy custard layer, right, which again is about 1 inch. It's about 1 inch thick to 1.5 inches thick. And it's so nice. It's a thick custard, but it's still custard, right? And then you have the other layer, which is usually like a jelly. And I don't mean jam, I actually mean like jelly, you know, wibbly wobbly jelly. And in there you have lady fingers, which are basically like little cake sponges that are hard, which soften with the jelly when it gets encased in it. And it's just, and then there's fruit in there normally. I like a strawberry trifle and only a strawberry one. Or a chocolate one. Chocolate one's good. But yeah, that's what a trifle is. It is amazing. Very cheap. It was a meal that was around in the 70s. Because obviously people didn't have a lot of money, and it was a very popular dessert in the UK. Here. We are powering through this today. I'm guessing I've been on here for about an hour so far ish, and I'm genuinely not looking at any kind of clocks, but I'm feeling my back right now, so I'm guessing it's been about an hour. I've never made it. Chocolate, mate, it'll change your existence, not just your life, your existence. So you need a really opulent chocolate mousse, right, for the bottom layer. A really light, fluffy but thick chocolate mousse, and that's all, right? And then here's the genius. I'm a fan of almost anything chocolate. Yeah, you and me both, sister. So the next layer has to be a really good, firm chocolate cake / biscuit, right? It can't have a crunch, but it can't be too sloppy because, you know, you want a bit of firmness to it, and it has to have a lot, and I do mean a lot, of chocolate chips in it. You know, if we're going to die from a heart attack because of cholesterol and everything else, let's go with a bang, right? Okay, I'm just saying that one. Then your next layer is a chocolate mousse. So like a not like the bottom layer. I think it was a whip, like a mousse. This one's like a chocolate custard, if you like, right? But it's got to be really good chocolate custard. It's got to be something that you could sit and eat a bowl of on its own, right? And then once you got that layer, you whack on your cream on top as you would do an ordinary trifle, right? And then you put on only chocolate, hundreds of millions, just chocolate ones. Or if you're feeling really opulent, right, get yourself a flake and then whack that bad boy up, crush it up into bits and put that on top. Job done. You have just entered chocolate nirvana. And also you've probably entered into a subscriptions to Weight Watchers. And it's the thickness of the chocolate sponge / biscuit that goes in the middle that is the make or break of the whole chocolate trifle. If that ain't good, and if your chocolate mousse or whatever you whip at the bottom isn't good, that can be all right. You can get away from that. But if your chocolate cake bit in the middle is lacking, yeah, it kind of ruins the whole thing. But yeah, we all know how I got to the size I am. Let's not muck about, you know. I didn't just fall over and oh, look at this fat guy. But now I realise that I can't afford to do that anymore, which is why I'm now fasting, and I'm now 10 stone lighter than I used to be. I've still got a long way to go. I definitely need to start Weight Watchers after all the trifles I've had. Well, you know, I mean, that's the good thing about the diet that I'm doing, or the lifestyle change that I'm doing. Let's call it that, because it's not a diet, because it's how I've got to be for life. Because the second you start treating a diet as a diet and only eating it as diet food, one day you're going to reach target weight. And then you know what you're going to do? I don't need a diet no more. I look really good. And then you know what happens next? Oh, look, I'm fat again. So it's a lifestyle change. What you give up now, you give up for good. End of. No discussion. Doesn't mean to say you give it up permanently. You can have the snacks and whatever else in moderation. But as for eating them on the daily, I'm sorry, but that's all gone. Hello, Jasmine. I'm not free bad. That is my daughter-in-law just coming. Yeah. There's a few bits along the side here that you're not going to get to see me do. So what I might do is I might just do them bits off camera, because I'm going to have to hold that right up to myself because it's really thin and small. A bit difficult to see. Hey, hello. Thank you for the raid. Everybody, act like we know what we're doing here. How you doing, buddy? Let me give you a shout out. You and your incredible... Oh, my stream deck's decided to not want to do it. Get raided on. Yeah, sup, buddy?
The scope of my genius knows no bounds.
I mean, it should know bounds, because, you know. Thank you so much for the raid. Who was it that raided me? No, not raided me, followed me. Rug and Tub, how you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. I genuinely appreciate it. And welcome in raiders. I'm Mark Buddy 143, variety streamer, and today my variety at the moment is painting by numbers, because I could do with a little bit of relaxation and I'm having it with friends. And I'm hoping you can hear me because I'm not actually. Let's celebrate with a trifle. Yeah, let's do that. Trifles all round. Yeah, it's not going to shout out. Debaha, such a lovely guy. We can hear good. Oh, okay. So we're shouting loud enough. I'd love to be able to give you a shout out, but the computer says no, apparently. For some unknown reason. Every time I go to the shout out button, it's like no. Do you know, let me close that. Let me see if that works. Give me 1 second here. Let me quit the Stream Deck software, which clearly doesn't work properly, despite the amount of updates that they push on you. Let me go into Elgato. So what was you streaming anyway? I can't tell until I can give you a shout out. Come on. Ugh. That awkward moment when everything decides to go wrong. Alright, let's try this. Get OBS. We'll try the shout out now. No, it's not going to have a bar of it. It's just not doing it. Stream Deck does that at times. It keeps getting me to sign in Streamlabs. Yeah, exactly. GTA RP. Nice. Have you put in your application yet for Ignite RP? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know, because that place is you all over. And if you have, feel free to use my name, Harry Ticklebits, Mark Buddy 143, on your application. Hey, Cam, how are you doing, darling? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Genuinely, I do. I was very nervous about doing this, as you'll probably see if you ever watched my beginning video of this. But it's actually worked out for me, and I've had a blast doing it. If they're related to Wild RP, don't think I'll get in, but we'll see. Oh, okay. I hope you do. I'd love to get in there and role play with you. Let me get this bit done here. Kind of cheating, right? Well, it's not cheating. It's got to get done, but I wanted to make some real, like, eye progress in the painting today, which is why I'm doing all the big bits, because they don't take as long. What's this? Because I got banned from there, as I said, and as I said as much in the app. How long we've been working on it? Okay, I believe I'm on around 57 episodes, and my episodes are usually around the 30-minute mark. So I would have probably said roughly about 25 hours ish, 25, 26 hours of doing this. And this is a picture for my granddaughter, because her birthday is coming up on the same day as mine, July the 30th. And this is going to be her present. Well, not necessarily a present. I've got her another present, but this is something I'm doing for her. Had music playing over my voice channel, and I didn't know. Oh no. Yeah, I've been having loads of issues with sound just recently. I'm starting to get it sorted out now. Slowly but surely. I don't use VB cables anymore, and my sound has been so much better. I might, because you use VB cables a lot, didn't you? I might show you this new thing that I've got, that I got from a guy called Offspring. It's brilliant. Yeah, it's much better than the VB cables. Honestly, there's when I show you it, and I'll try and do it at some point today if you're around. I think even you'll want to give it a go, because I don't have any VB cables installed at all anymore, and I have sliders for everything I want a slider for. Got to do my comedy show. Yeah, no worries. You enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. If you haven't followed Debaha, he's a really nice guy. He's an older gentleman like me. He likes a laugh. He's a really kind-hearted person. Just drop him a follow. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means the world to us creators. It really does. So it won't be about what's the name of the software. I can't tell you what the name of it is right now because I don't actually remember. What I'll do is when I finish streaming today, I'll get the package and whatever else, what it's called, and then I'll just fling it over to you on Discord. but you'll be surprised when you see it. Like for argument's sake, I'll give you a quick rundown of it. You know, like your games right now, you have to go into your program, open up your sound software, and then you have to set your game to cable C or whatever cable it is, right? Well, I don't have to do that anymore, because what I do is it's inside OBS now, in my game slider that I've got. All I do is I just put the executable into the filters, and it just remembers it and plays it from there. There is no problem with any game. I've not had any game that's given me any kind of problems whatsoever. And if I want to use the web browser, I just put in the executable for the web browser. It's brilliant. It's perfect. Truly amazing. And then each one you could have, if you wanted to, if you got 1,000 games, you could have a literal slider for each individual game if you wished. Why would you do that? I would never know, but I'm just saying if you wanted to, you could. And if you want to have everything on one slider, you could do that as well. So I can send Spotify over it. Yes, you can do that. Not a problem. Really, I hate my virtual cables. Yeah, I can do that. Not a problem. If you're in my Discord, Rug and Tub, if you aren't, just do !Discord and then join it, and then send me a quick message just to say hi and who you are, because usually people's names on here is different to what they are on Discord. And then I've got no issue with sending you that at all, buddy. I wish that I'd have known about this ages ago, because I used to use virtual cables, and my God, what a pain in the backside they can be. And also, I don't need any additional software, and my OBS doesn't have to be on anymore for me to be able to hear people, like on Discord and stuff when I start my PC up. You know what a pain in the backside that is? I can turn OBS off and you could all still hear me. And I can still hear my games and stuff. I don't have to have it running through there. It is an amazing program. And it's actually built in. Once you download the thing, it's actually built for OBS. So there's no more CPU usage or graphics usage to use your audio cables. And it takes, I think it took me 4 minutes to set mine up. That's brilliant. Hate having to. Yeah, I don't have it. I honestly, I don't have that anymore, buddy. I swear to you, I don't. In actual fact, what I might do is I might just chuck it in the Discord for streamer help. So if anybody else just wants the program, because it's a free program, it doesn't cost anything. And then the little video of how to do it, although it's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I'll get you both sorted out with that. Not a problem. Just change. Well, you listen to my voice now. I sound much better than I used to as well. And I never have to worry about, oh no, this game hasn't picked up my virtual cable. Now I've got to switch it off and do it all again, swap cables and go back to it to get it working. No, there's none of that. It works each and every time without fail. All gone. Done it. There. Perfect. Look at that. This is coming along so well. Let's get that up there. Do you know what? I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I'm able to do some really intricate painting with such a huge brush and not actually go over the line. I'm impressed. I don't normally butter myself up much, but you know, I'm impressed that I could do that. Right, I'm off. Don't. over the lines. No worries, buddy. You take care of yourself. Have a great time. Enjoy your show. Knock it out of the park, buddy. I will speak to you soon. Down there. Oh, what a difference this is going to make. Absolute perfection. In there. And that bit there. Now I should. I'm actually taking liberties now, because what I should be doing is I should be changing to my smaller brush. But like, I've given myself a bit of a confidence boost by going, oh, I'm really good at doing it with this one. And now I'm like, I'm literally setting myself up for failure, is what I'm doing here. But if I don't fail, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I'll just do everything with a big brush in future. I won't, but you know what I mean. So nice to be able to do this other than just playing a game sometimes, you know. I get to have a really nice chat with you all, which is lovely for me, because that's basically why I do this. Company and just getting to know everybody and trying to help people and also help myself at the same time. I've just noticed that bit of paint's tacky there where my thumb was. Come on, get in there. Get in there. I did just see chat go. I apologise that I'm not looking at the moment because... Oh, look at that. Blind man, I'd like to see it. Brewer! Hey, how you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you in here. Brewer is a GTA... Oh, I don't know if he's just a GTA streamer. I've only recently met the guy. He's such a nice guy. He's been focusing on his education for the last couple of years, which, you know, hat off to him. He's done really well. And he's just breaking back into streaming again, from what I understand. And he's been streaming with me, well, not with me. He's been streaming on Ignite Roleplay. Such a nice guy, great character in the city. And we had such a laugh with the bus company thing that we did the other day. And unfortunately, he doesn't know a lot about me so far, so you're going to hear all about it now. Is that I suffer a lot with anxiety and depression. And I'm also disabled, so I take a lot of medication and stuff, so it makes it very difficult for me to be able to stick to timetables, because one day I could be absolutely perfectly fine and everything's a-okay, and then other days, a bit like today, I'm not doing so well. So this is why balls, I did it in the end. Right, okay, well, just change the brush. Yeah, like today's one of those days that I just fancied a bit of a slower pace thing, so I usually come in here and do a bit of paint by numbers to make myself feel a bit better. You understand? Oh, good. I'm glad you do, because like I you know, if I was back to where I was a couple of years ago, before all of this like took hold, that bus company would be an absolute thing by now, because I'd have been in there from morning till night, 12-14 hours a day, because I don't work, like I said, I'm disabled. And I'd have been running that bus all day long. But I have a friend of mine, Jimmy, his name is. He's trying to get his application sorted out in there. He's applied once and heard nothing back. So I said to him to just apply again, because I believe they said, like, if they hadn't answered you within a certain amount of time, to just put your application back in again. So he's just done that. But I'm hoping he gets in there, because he's an amazing role player and he's great at GTA RP. He's been doing it for years. And that idea with the bus, he would be all over it. And there ain't nobody that could put in more hours than that guy. Like, believe me, he'd be in there the whole time. He likes talking to people, likes interacting with them, and he loves showing people around the city and stuff. So I'm hoping that he gets in there. I really am. But how are you doing today? What are you going to be up to? You going to be going into GTA later on? That's kind of my plan to do at some point today, is to get in there today, because I know you were busy yesterday, and I believe the festival is tonight, isn't it? Clean that out thoroughly, because I did use quite a lot of paint with that one. Yep, nice and clean. Right, we're going to this one now, because I'm not going to do these little bits. I would love to get into Ignite. Haven't heard from them. I should do it again. Yeah, honestly, like if are you a friend of the Baha? I had my graduation yet. Oh, wicked! Excellent! Congratulations, buddy. Oh, I'm so pleased for you. Yeah, come down here. Yeah, been stalking and messaging everything for a couple of years now. All right, no worries. In that case, then, once you've gone into the Discord and you've let me know what your Discord name is and stuff, right? I don't mind. I don't mind sticking my neck out. I don't know you myself personally, but if you've been that long with the Baha, I trust that guy, and he wouldn't really associate with people that weren't worth it. You know what I mean? So feel free to put my name down as a reference, because I'm going to be keeping an eye on the people that are actually using me for a reference, because I don't obviously want somebody to just go, oh, I know this guy, and I don't. So if I've got messages, when they come back to me and say, like, do you know this person? I can say, yeah, I do. Not that I have a lot of pull anywhere, you know, but I if I can help, I will. Oh, you're more than welcome, honestly. More than welcome. This bit up here. Get that bit done. And that there. And wow, I tell you what, I haven't actually looked back at this picture yet. I know you guys are looking at it in a full view, but I'm kind of really tunnel visioned right now, right? So I haven't looked at the bigger picture, even though, like, obviously I'm looking at the picture. I hope you understand what I mean. But I'm looking forward to sitting back in a couple of seconds now and just seeing exactly where we got, because that's a lot of color on there compared to what it was like however long ago it was, which I'm guessing must be coming on for at least an hour and a half to 2 hours by now, because my back is burning. I thought I was going to be able to there, but I can't, because it's this bit down here I didn't do. We should join that lot up there. And sometimes it's just nice to do something that's not regular. Something like this, you know? And it surprises a lot of people that I do this kind of thing. And even my friends that actually know me in real life, they're like, "Well, you paint my numbers?" It's like, yeah, and? Yeah, it's a good paint to paint with, this one. I actually think this was one of the ones that we did actually create. I think I created this paint with Don the Chunk's advice, actually. So I've got to give him a shout out and a bit of credit for that. Right, let's clean this brush and take a wow. Well, I'm impressed with that. Mummy Bear, not much left now, husband. Also, seafood salad for later for dinner. Yes, I'm perfect with that.